Good afternoon, Ronto. This is Double Radio, and as always, I'm your host, Conrad Getz, coming to you on a very brisk winter day. Luckily, the snow has settled down for the season, but I still wouldn't count on wearing that warm weather gear just yet, since there's still a non-zero chance we could get snowstorms into mid-March and even April. Unfortunately, with the frost still clinging on like a rabid radroach, my little trip to Vault 416 has been delayed. The roads up that way are still a bit too treacherous, with reports of feral ghouls and antler beasts roaming around, making for a hard time getting anywhere more north than the Danny. Luckily, there's no time limit on my invitation there, so I'll be holding out for nicer weather to make that journey. In the meantime, I've got plenty of news to report on from around town, so let's get to it. Sorry about that, listeners. In local weather news, it's expected that winter is on the verge of ending, as the local mole rat, Ronto Reggie, saw his shadow when he showed up in Moss Park the other day. Luckily, despite the danger of such an irradiated mole rat, the CPF soldiers that were posted to monitor the event were able to catalog it and coax Reggie back into his nest before making a hasty retreat. I don't know where the tradition of this whole watching for an irradiated mole rat's shadow came out, but I do find it kind of neat that we've been keeping it going this long. And if it means we can be done with all this snow and cold, then I'm all the happier for it. Speaking of hopeful news, the invite extended to me from my friends out at Vault 416 is looking like a real possibility. I've managed to exchange a few messages back and forth after rerouting my Pip-Boy through the radio transmitter to extend the distance and almost create kind of like an intervault comms link. I'm hoping to find some tech to convert a spare terminal here into a more direct line, since the Pip-Boy only works for it while connected here at the station, and I kind of need to be able to take that with me. Maybe if I can also find a way to boost the Pip-Boy itself? Who knows? In any case, once we get that promised good weather, I'll be making my way to Vault 416 for a visit, and might even bring some stuff to try and upgrade their radio systems. Who knows? It might be pretty cool to hear from a Vault out there to really see what it's like, maybe dispel some of the weird myths about us Vault dwellers. Now, a myth I would love to get to the bottom of is this local legend of a weird creature living in the Cabbagetown tunnels. I've read some old reports from before the war that were conspiracy theories and rumors, but the reports I've heard since I got back into town feel a lot less like a fiction and more like there might be something there. Maybe nothing huge, possibly just some oversized radroaches or something, but it's worth taking a look if you ask me. What if it's something friendly, or if there's some sort of hidden relic or treasure that's being guarded? Be curious to find out, but haven't really found anyone willing to go on that adventure yet. Hunter says he's done following me into strange tunnels, and I honestly can't blame him. After the last thing he saw in the sewers under the scar, I'd be hesitant too, but these ones aren't as big, supposedly, so I doubt there's anything that huge down there. Getting back more towards downtown Ronto, Eaton Central has a few new faces around the local shops. There's been a few stranded wanderers lately with this rough snowfall, and they've managed to pick up jobs and become fast members of the community in the mall. So, a big Ronto welcome to David Etier, a vaultie like myself who's been wandering as a courier for some time. Not sure what vault he came from, but I do intend to ask when I get the chance. You can meet him and get some food at Great North Grub. The other welcome message is for a ghoul by the name of Ephius, who has set up shop in the old medical office near Maple Sap Salvage. They've got some chems for what ails you, as well as some considerable field medic skills to fix the bigger stuff that might be wrong. Always good to have some more doctors around, especially ones that can withstand radiation to help out if we need it. Sorry about that, Wasteland. I've recently managed to get a holotape that provided an update to some software for my Pip-Boy, which included a small game labeled Pip-Pet 3000, and it has recently become a bit of an extra added chore in my day to take care of this thing. It's a little digitized pet that's almost like a little vault dweller you can take care of, but also maybe run a small experiment on. It's Vault-Tec branded through a small partnership with Robco, and I honestly do suspect that this being programmed into Pip-Boys would be an experiment on its own. Not sure what vault it came from, or if I'm right in thinking that it might have been used in some nefarious way, but it just, it feels like something odd, I've been tending to it every so often for about a week and a half now, and it's normally pretty easygoing. I don't know why today it's going all bonkers. I think I can silence it though, just 1 second. There we go. Now I can get back to it. Oh, well, with only one more thing to report on today, Ronto. The local Brotherhood of Steel chapter has issued a warning for anyone attempting to explore or scavenge the film lots in the southeastern end near the docks. It's recently been discovered that numerous buildings that are in the area have become home to some particularly violent feral ghouls, most of which are still in various degrees of costumes and crew gear. The Brotherhood Knights that went in to check it out barely made it out in one piece and lost at least 2 squires to the ghouls. Personally, it makes me wonder what was being filmed down there when the bombs fell, since the descriptions of the outfits sounded like it might have been another movie or TV show for the Unstoppables. Either way, the warning against checking out that area is pretty solid, since we know the Brotherhood wouldn't back down from trying to clear out feral ghouls if they weren't dangerous. What in the goddamn... I thought I turned this thing off. Hey, Hunter, I think I'm gonna need your help clearing out this Pip-Pet thing. It's doing some weird stuff.
I told you that installing random garbage off holotapes would mess that thing up, didn't I? Bring it on down here, we'll take a look.
Alright, Hunter, thanks. Well, I'm gonna have to sign off for now, Wasteland, and get this tended to. It's really lucky that Hunter set up a small workshop in the basement here at the station. This has been Conrad Getz for Double Double Radio, signing off. And, always be careful installing holotapes. You never know when you might accidentally be installing a vault experiment. Stay safe out there, Ronto. Double Double Radio, A Fallout Story, is a Voice in the Static production, written, starring, and produced by Edward Grimgrinner Hutchinson. You can find Double Double Radio on Instagram, Facebook, and other social media sites, and there's a merch store through Etsy. Links are in the episode description. Double Double Radio is also made possible with the love and support of listeners and Wastelanders like you. If you want to help support the show on Patreon, that link will also be in the description alongside the list of monthly supporters. Thanks for listening.